Hello you guys and welcome back to my Bound by Flame walkthrough. Let's go ahead and continue on to our main mission, which is to besiege Black Frost's palace.
It's time to take care of Black Frost.
If you're certain you've taken care of your affairs here, I can see no reason to delay the inevitable any further.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's take care of some things here
I'm not quite
first.
finished here. I need a little more time.
Maybe I should see.
Oh, take all of the time you need. Personally, time is the last thing I need.
Let's see if we can speak with any of our group members.
So, now we're climbing a stairway to heaven. I mean, Black Frost.
We'll finally make him pay for his crimes. I can't wait to see him in the flesh and watch him die.
I wouldn't expect anything less from you. But now we are on his territory. Don't let your hatred blind you. I need you to be ready for anything up there.
Have no fear. I'll keep my eyes open before I open his throat. Tell me when you're ready to leave.
Ooh, I wonder if they'll all be a part of our group.
Do you know what's at the top of those steps?
But of course, my great age has not left me blind. It is the palace of Lord Blackfrost. At least that's what they call it now. Until quite recently, by my standards, it was named after its architect. A certain Kubler? Bakul? I can't remember for the moment, but in any case. This architect created the palace for the elves a couple of thousand years ago. I suspect he'd be most upset to see what they've done with the place. This Blackfrost fellow tore down one end of the building to build his home, and the rest of it is hanging over into the astral plane. Bulkarel! That was his name. This was Bulkarel Palace.
Is it dangerous?
Dangerous? Well, for mortals, obviously. But since it's been a few hundred years since I set foot in the astral plane, I suppose it could be an interesting distraction.
Black Frost's palace is at the top of these steps. It may get a little rough up there. Are you sure you want to come?
Of course I do. Stop babying me. You will need all of us, including me.
We're finally gonna meet an Ice Lord. How do you feel? Scared? Excited?
A little of both, surely. It's so incredible. I would love to be able to interrogate him, to understand his motivations, what drove him to reduce our world to a pile of ice.
I'm sure he'll tell you all about it.
I know there's little chance of that, but still, I would really like to be able to understand what drives someone to become a monster.
Let's just try and beat this monster. As for the rest of it... Any idea what's waiting for us up there?
I can't be certain. Very few people who have entered the palace of an Ice Lord have ever escaped to talk about it. But I did hear a story about a man who claimed to have escaped from the palace of the Ice Duchess. He said the palace was not even in Vertiel, that it floated in a limbo somewhere outside the world. That's probably why he traveled more than 1,000 leagues between escaping the palace and reaching safe ground. Yet only 2 days had passed.
And you think his story can be trusted?
It sounded true, and if it is, then it's possible that we won't be able to come back once we've climbed these stairs. I'm ready. Just say the word.
We're here. Black Frost is somewhere at the top of those stairs.
To face an Ice Lord. A fitting end to the journey the Knight has taken through this war. At the moment, the Knight has no hint of doubt in the extraordinary abilities of his friend. If he uses them wisely, he will surely be victorious.
Thank you for your support.
As soon as his friend gives the sign, the Knight will fight with all his heart.
I have a few questions I need to ask you.
Oh wow. Do we want to ask him any questions? Nah.
Let's change the subject.
We're good.
It's time to take care of Black Frost.
If you're certain you've taken care of your affairs here, I can see no reason to delay the inevitable any further.
We've waited long enough. All his defenses are down. The concubines are dead. We need to strike now before he has time to react.
So be it. Let's do it.
Ah, my new protege. So happy you could make it. You took your time about it, but I can see that you've made some real progress. Yes, you have.
Yeah, well, your concubines won't be progressing anywhere ever. From now on, you're on your own. And there's no escape.
Well, that was never my intention. I am in my realm here. You and your companions are my guests. Oh, it seems that you too have lost some friends along the way. How very sad. More than most, I know how fragile a friendly alliance can be.
The Knight will tear out your tongue just before he watches you die.
Let's see how well you do without all of your slaves.
Oh, we have a level up. Well, what better way to start than to do this? What do we have? The spirit can hit enemies at a radius of 12 meters, or the spirit sends out 2 additional fire orbs before disappearing. What do we want to do? Critical hits automatically affected enemies. Oh, automatically set affected enemies on fire. Should we see what the ranger has first? Chance of superhuman dodge. We also have enable sprinting. I don't know. I mean, charging time for assault. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, do we want to do that? I mean, I don't really use it. Ability to interrupt. I don't ever charge. I think that's what I need to do. But then I also have... We'll do fire damage plus 10. And then we'll also do charging time for assault minus 50%. And can we unlock a feat? No. Yeah, we're just going to leave that. And get some guardian flames. No, we want to kill one at a time. How do you get out of here? Are all my friends dead? I think they are. Actually, I think he's controlling Mathis, maybe? on.
Very well. In 6,000 years of existence, I don't think I've ever had a day quite as interesting as this one. Vulcan, my dear, this was a fight that deserves to be included in the history books, and I will make certain that it is. You may count on me to tell future generations about your exploits, if there is a future, that is. But that, of course, will depend on you.
I guess that's what we're all fighting for. But I'm not finished yet.
Clearly. And that is precisely why we are here. Each Ice Lord possesses the means to gain access to the World Heart from his or her own palace. It would doubtless be prudent to borrow this one before the other Ice Lords have time to react. I would have loved to accompany you, but I fear your destiny is to continue alone. The World Heart obeys neither the same rules nor the same magic as does the rest of Vertial. What you find there will be exactly what you bring.
You mean I'm going to end up confronted by myself?
I hope for your sake it does not turn out to be a confrontation, but it is highly probable that what you find there will be familiar to you.
We'll see.
Well, interesting. Enter the rift. I want to see if I can speak with my companions first. Which it doesn't look like I can, and I have no idea where Sybil is. Unless she's supposed to be right there. She just isn't. Okay, you guys, that is going to end it for this episode. I want to thank you so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, and I will see you in the next episode. Stay tuned.